what's going on, guys? It's been Glees. We're gonna be doing some quad resurgence fills. I've been tweaking on some of my loadouts. I guess I'll take part of this video to show my loadouts. Alright then, let's see if we can actually load in. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a loadout that's not just some simpleton copy and paste from TikTok or other streamers. Now, some of my loadouts, I will admit, I have taken off of social media. But probably one of the biggest principles I follow is obviously quartermaster suppressor, because it's just ungodly broken. But one of the biggest principles I follow is using guns that I actually want to use. That I have to use, like, oh, it's the meta, I have to use this. It's more of, hey, this weapon looks fun to use, let's use it. Let's take an example, this. This is basically my LMG. I personally compare it to the Cooper Carbine from OG Warzone. Just because of the insane damage and fire rate this thing can put out. And honestly, the Quartermaster Suppressor and the Bruin the Bruin Pivot Vertical Grip, these two are enough to make almost every single LMG in Warzone viable. Combine that with maybe like a barrel, like a long or heavy barrel, and maybe the higher or low grain ammunition, and that's a guaranteed W weapon. This is my striker. I changed up a bit of my attachments. Now, some people would run. Oh, my bad. Some people run this stock. While it is great for recoil control, I prefer to have the ammunition for the extra damage. And this grip, honestly, it's underrated for the SMGs. But let's just start off with fresh class, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's say I want to use an MW2 assault rifle. A lot of them are still good. Let's go with just the burst one. And obviously, I plan to level up a lot of these weapons so I can make some loadout videos. Let's go with this one. Is this... Now, I just want to say this. Make sure you do not use burst weapons. No matter what anyone tells you, you're going to get sold by them. They're decent for maybe long range. But honestly, my rule with ARs is simple. I usually go with the heavy barrel. And honestly, for this case, I don't know. It gets a lot of decreased aim down sight speed. But again, if you ever need your movement speed back for the weapon, you can always just choose this, which I'm going to do that. Of course, 45 round mag. For the last attachment, it varies. So honestly, I'm going to take this barrel off and zero grit. That was just an example. See, this doesn't give as big as a buff in range or accuracy, but honestly, I'm gonna use this one. Recoil bonus plus a very decent bullet velocity. Alright, and for optics, now this is completely opinionated. A lot of the MW3 optics are just amazing, like the Nidra, the Jack glassless optic, but there's an MW2 one I really like. It's this one. It's just one of my favorite ones to use. Now, I'm not sure what to do for the underbarrel. I was thinking something like the Commando 4 grip just for simplicity's sake. But I'm gonna choose this. And always test out your gun in the shooting range before you hop into a match. I'd made that mistake before where I just decided let's hop straight into a match without testing my weapon. It turns out it's fun. Work on the secondary later. Alright. Let's see how this is. See, obviously, you know, a lot of the meta weapons are better, but this thing's... Let's hold up at long range, let's see. Not the best shot, but it holds up pretty well. Now that we have our AR nice and built, let's go to secondaries. In my opinion, there's only 3 real choices. Even though it's in the pistol category, the pistol SMGs, like the Stinger, the auto, don't use the auto, or this. Honestly, the Stinger is the only good one, because the FTAC and the X13 auto have been nerfed so bad. One of the other options is a sniper. Now, honestly, I've seen this only once or twice of people running a sniper in their secondary slot. I don't know why people do that, but it's always an option. Obviously, I don't use snipers, but decent choices, in my opinion, just from experience, are the LAB 330. Real nice choice. Or honestly, the Moors. The Moors is kind of like more of a fun one to use, not so. And the Striker, really just reliable. Longbow, I've been wanting to give this a try. Or if you feel like being scummy, shotguns. And you can judge what kind of player I am, because I have a lot of the MW2 shotguns maxed out. And so I think I have like 2 or 3 of them gold. But honestly, all of these are good choices for secondary shotguns besides the Riveter. I will continue to say this until I die. The Riveter is one of the worst things to ever be put in a Call of Duty game. Now, we got the popular choice, the SMG. Full-fledged SMG. Let's see, which one do we want to use? I say, let's go with, MR9. Now, conversion kits are honestly... This is... I'm gonna make a video about this. I'm gonna put this in my arm round. Alright. So far, we've got our Quartermaster Suppressor and our 50-round mag. What else am I gonna put, you might ask? Honestly, I'm either A, gonna put this underbarrel, which maybe I'll put a different one. Now, I like to use this one along with, you know, just honestly, all of these like red dots and reflexes, they're just fun to use, but I'll go off the obvious choice, the reflectus optic. Now I have one slot left. Let's see. What do I want to put it on? Now, usually I would be better suited for this. So let's take off the grip. Personally, I need ammunition or a barrel. And I'm going to switch the sight around. Remember, it's okay to change your shit around. You don't have to always stick with the same build. It's the integrated one. I heard that one's alright. But for... I'm going to just go no barrel, but I am going to change the stock. Something with a bit more movement speed. And... here we are. Now, honestly, I like to use low grain just for the recoil control, but I don't know. That is the one thing I do not know about building weapons. So low grain or high grain, I just kind of switch between whatever I feel like using. So we already have a decent AR that's good at, you know, very good at long and medium. Well, not long, but short and medium range, and decent at long. Let's see what this SMG can do. Now, I'm getting used to putting my weapons in attack stance, so I might move the reticle if I'm making this attack stance gun, but that's how it is aimed at. And as it is... So let's go back into here and check this out. So, we're going to move the reticle, and what are we going to put on this? We'll put the hip shot. Alright. Oh, and for me, I run stims and sticky grenades. I usually run thermites if I'm playing on a stack with like people I know, but alright, let's see how this is. Not too great, but this should be the blueprint right here. I'm gonna switch to low grain, but this is the blueprint to make a decent SMG. If you're having an intact stance, let me rephrase that. If you have an intact stance, this is a decent blueprint. Quartermaster suppressor, high or low grain ammunition, 50 or 40 round magazine, a stalker rear grip that boosts movement speed, and the hip shot laser, or you can do this one, even though it appears to be better. I found the hip shot to be a lot more reliable. Well, this is going to be a relatively shorter video. This is just more of a how to build a unique loadout. I'll be posting some quads content. I know I promised to do it this video, but I'll post a different video. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you enjoyed enough to subscribe and like, and follow me on TikTok and add me on Discord for future giveaways. And as usual, keep it easy.